Welcome back, everybody. So glad you could be with me here today. This should be a relatively quick one. I brought out my collection of chisels that normally reside over there on the shelf above the hand planes. It is an eclectic mix. Why? Because I have had hundreds of chisels pass through these digits. And I found I was never fond of the bench chisel. I don't care what brand, I just was never really fond of it. And the only reason why this one is here is because I needed a 1/4-inch chisel, and this was an orphan. It didn't fit in any of the sets that I've had and sold. And this one is a specialty chisel. It's an 1/8 inch, shaped a little bit like a mortise chisel for strength, so that you can pry a little bit with it. I suspect it is not a mortise chisel, but in fact, this was a chisel used primarily for cleaning out thin grooves. A typical example of it would be the groove that's in a seat of a caned chair. So this one's made by Sargent. I keep it. I made this handle for it. If I ever need an 1/8 inch chisel for no matter what reason, I have one, and it's a good strong one. But the rest of these are all paring chisels except for the 2 inch. So we've got 1/2, 5/8, 3/4, 1 inch, 1 1/4, 1 1/2. And the 1 1/2 is almost not a paring chisel. It's almost more like the 2 inch. But I handled it. I put the handle on this like a paring chisel, where you can stick it in the knot here in your shoulder and you can pare right down with it. So what I look for in a chisel, especially the fact being a machine woodworker, I was looking for chisels to clean up corners and do specialty tasks. I wasn't looking to pound mortises. So the paring chisel appealed to me. And this is the wrong handle for this. I haven't gotten around to making a handle for this, and I haven't gotten around to making a handle for this, and this is the wrong handle for that one as well. And I didn't know any better, so when I made the handle for this one, I made the wrong type of handle. But I digress. The key thing for me when I was looking at chisels was they had to be straight. I saw so many that were either not straight from the factory, or people used them as pry bars or something and they bent them. But being hardened steel, these things will crack. And then a very popular woodworker was touting these chisels and saying that for very low cost, a beginner woodworker could get started with something like this. And as luck would have it, this set, they're all hollow right here in the back. So flattening the front edge as where we need it flat was easy. If, however, these would have been convex, I would have just turned them into screwdrivers or pry bars. So that's about it in this video. It's a real brief introduction into chisels, but in one of my older videos, I mentioned about hand planes being nothing more than a chisel in a block of wood, and I even took this chisel and put it in one of my planes and took some shavings. But you can use them bevel up and use them that way, or you can use them bevel down for a little bit more control. For chisels, if you have a good chisel, and I would probably say if you had to pick any chisel to have, it would be a bench chisel, and it would be in the 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch range, and then maybe a 1 inch. So these three, 1/2, 3/4, and 1 inch. But you could even go with just 1/2 and 1 inch. So you'd have your 1/2 inch for dovetail work, and you'd have your 1 inch for pairing the side cheeks and mortises, etc. Let me know what kind of chisels you like. Do you have an eclectic mix like I do? Or do you have a specific set? And do you have a set of these chisels that they were like, I think they were like $5. I have 2 sets in here, and I think I have another 2 or 4 sets outside stored away, thinking if anybody in the family ever needed a set of quick and dirty chisels, I'd sharpen them up and send them to them. Like, subscribe, and share. Walter out.